today we have a CYMA P.1093 based on my AK-47. It's full 1:1 scale, all plastic spring action rifle.
You can get this gun on BB Guns for less, for $29.99. It was £60, but it has now dropped price.
This is a custom painted AK that I painted for my friend. This is the stock. It's ABS plastic with a few rebar pipes inside to weigh it down. On the left side of the body there's a metal sling mount. You got a plastic comfortable grip, got your trigger, your magazine release. On the right hand side of the gun you got full working safety and a fire mode. Got your metal cock and lever. You got a high cap magazine which holds around 450 rounds. You have a 700 meter iron sight. You got a hand grip which has also been hand painted. The barrel which is also metal, as well as your front iron sight which is plastic. Like I say, it's a 1:1 scale gun and it's pretty heavy, though it has been slightly modified with extra weights just to give it extra realism. Yeah, as you hop up, it's just a simple switch. You can slide it back and forth to adjust hop up. To cock the gun, first take off the safety, pull back the metal cock and lever which is pretty stiff, but it's a very simple slide action, and that's ready to fire, as you can hear. Take out the magazine, it's press in, back first, then front, it's the magazine out. Underneath there's two holes to screw in rails if you want to attach optics to this weapon. And now let's take a look at the magazine. Here's the magazine, it's all plastic, holds up to 400 to 450 rounds. To access it, there's a little door at the top. You pour your BBs in there. Probably can see there's already a few in. Close it, put in the gun. Remember, this is an AK, so front followed by back, and then there's a dial underneath which you wind up. So you want to keep winding that up until they start appearing at the top. As you can see, they're not rattling as much, so they've already at the top, so give that a few more times and that's ready to fire.
This is a picture of iron sights. It's a traditional AK iron sight, 3-pin front and a block back that is fully adjustable. Now firing this gun you've got to pull back the metal cock and lever like I said earlier, as it is a single shot Springer. It is pretty reliable, hits all the targets most of the time if you got the sights all nicely lined up and set for the correct distance. Here's a better look at the distance for shooting at. It's a typical shooting spot. We've got a couple of cans up there but no target this time because it wouldn't pierce the paper against the wall. And here's a close-up of the cans. It doesn't have the power to go through one, I'm afraid. It is a quite weak gun, but it still hits its targets. Could be used as a good backup weapon. Here's a close-up of a gun in action. I must mention now that the screws for the stock does not sit fully, as well as there is a little bit of body flex with it. The gun comes with a cheap sling which snapped within 2 minutes, but apart from that the gun just works fine.